Hello, everyone. My name is Jack,
I'm Eric.
and welcome to Trending Biz Tech, our first business tech news podcast for endless technology solutions in San Diego. Today's topics are Google is redesigning Gmail, Bitcoin value is fluctuating very rapidly, Apple Business Chat and other chat apps to help benefit your business and get connected with your clients, and Google versus Facebook and how they track your data. So, let's get started.
Why don't you get going off with Gmail and all the changes that they're doing? Can you tell me about what they're doing?
So Gmail is, if you've ever used the Gmail web app, it's going to look a lot different from the Gmail iPhone or Android app, and they're pushing that more closer together. So if you've ever used that, they have snoozing notifications, they have Google Cards, they have timers, and AI responses. I don't know if you've ever gotten a email, and Google's actually really pretty good at it. It can provide me a AI generated response that something I would actually say. So if someone said, "Hey, are you free today?" and usually I'm never free, so AI will say, "No. What about later?" So they're curating that to the web apps.
That's awesome because I know that Outlook has that option already, but you have to program each response in automatically. A lot of sales teams will use this if they're responding to a lot of people. And so I can see how it would be helpful. Also, the snoozing notifications, that's going to be very helpful as well, because if you're off on a vacation or something like that and you get an important email but you can't respond to it right now, it'd be great to have a notification say, "Hey, you forgot about this a little bit later." I know that I myself have been guilty of that a few times, and hopefully this Gmail app will give me the option to snooze it for later.
And continuing with Gmail, they've planned. I don't know if you've heard of Inbox or Google Wave, but previously in 2015 and 2010, they have tried to get rid of Gmail time and time again because it uses a dumb pipe system, which is point A to point B. There's no interfering with the AI. There's no advertising to you or pulling data off anything. And I think we're going to see more curated data, and they're going to try to pull away from dumb pipes to advertise or market more.
All right. What do you got next here, Jack?
The Bitcoin value. You use Coinbase, right?
Yes, I myself have been a Bitcoin investor, and I went in kind of around October of last year when it was about $6,000 and beginning to gain a lot of traction in the news now. So we're seeing it go from 19,000 down to 6,000. If you were in that bubble, hopefully you hopped out a few months ago. However, I think that because it's hitting a kind of a floor at 6,000, we've seen it kind of increase from there. I personally believe we'll see an increase towards the end of the summer because everyone's on vacation right now. But we'll see what's happening. A lot of people are predicting that's going to increase again.
I know that 72% drop was absolutely massive. Yesterday you checked in, it was around 6,000, right?
Yeah, I checked in about 4:30 yesterday, and it's about 6,300. So.
And at the date of making this video, April 12th, 2018, I checked it about 20 minutes ago, and it's back up to 7,000 to 7,300 already. So there's going to be a lot of fluctuations in there. I'm not a Bitcoin investor, but just watch out for these rapid fluctuations. I know people have lost and even gained a lot of money on it.
It could be a good opportunity to hop in there. So, anyways, I think we're going to be moving on to the next topic now, and that's Apple Business Chat. Jack, why don't you tell us a little bit about that to start off with?
So Apple Business Chat, Google has their own version, Facebook has their own version. It's kind of like stories on Snapchat. Once somebody got the patent, it just went everywhere. So Apple Business Chat, if you own a business, presuming you do, you can just throw support on your Apple device for Apple Business Chat, so clients and customers can contact you through their iOS or OS X device. So if you don't want to put your personal phone number on there for reasons that you don't have to name or list, they can just contact your business directly through your Apple account. And I think that'll be really great. Do you know some of the features they added?
A few of the features that they added were being able to begin conversations quickly with businesses and also be able to do transactions through Apple Pay. So, I can see Apple really using this, and if they need to send out a new part, maybe they have the option where you could pay right there in the messaging app. Other than that, I think this would be really useful for B2C customers because their customers or clients can message them and get quick support and more of a personal type feel rather than having to go online and submit a lot of information and go through a lot of hoops to get support.
And that's really good. Customer support is in increasing demand. People want the latest things faster and better. And if you have a fast, responsive customer support team or customer support app like Apple Business Chat, you're really going to be stepping up your game and you're going to be able to serve more clients quicker. So that's just one of the benefits of Apple Business Chat, including what we don't know and paying online through Apple Pay. And Facebook's been being hammered with Congress lately, and everyone knows all major corporations have been tracking our data since their rise. But what do you think's worse, Facebook or Google?
I went on to Google recently and looked up the information that they had, and I also did the same thing with Facebook, and to be honest, Google scared me a lot too. It looking through all my emails, and we already kind of understood it was looking through the emails and all your locations that you're visiting and everything like that. So, the type of data on Google is more based around what you do online and your online presence, as where Facebook, they do it a little bit more on the personal side, in my opinion, because you're using, or they're tracking at least, text messages and phone calls and contacts, which Google, if you're not using a Google account at least, doesn't even have access to all of those things. So that's what I think a little bit.
I think you're hitting it right on the head. Data's data. If you're not doing anything scandalous, they can't hold it against you. So I really don't mind Google or Facebook tracking me. In fact, I actually use Google tracking to see where I've gone for driving purposes and just to remember. I can't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning. Let's run down. Let's run down some of the stuff they track. So let's start with Facebook, because Congress is hitting Facebook hard, like as of right now. Every message on Messenger you have ever sent or received, they keep. Every Facebook friend you have connected with, every voice call you've ever made, all your smartphone contacts if you have Facebook Messenger installed, every text message in your smartphone, and this is your operating system's messaging app, not Messenger, and every file you've ever sent or received through Messenger, and every time you've signed into Facebook and where, and then every sticker emoji you've ever sent. Probably not the most important. But Google has a longer list, and
A
lot longer. And I'm not going to hit all the topics, but you'll get the idea how Google has a broader search term. And I think this is really to just advertise to you.
I think it is as well. It's to get your online behaviors online. With Facebook, you directly tell them, hey, this is what I'm interested in, this, and this. But through Google, it's going to use more a little bit of algorithms and see your history and where you've been online to create that profile for you. And I think I heard someone in the Congress asking Facebook that, hey, can Facebook still track you when you go to other websites? Which is true, because a lot of websites, even including ourselves, use Facebook on there for statistics and advertising. However, Google uses a lot more. There's a much larger amount of businesses that are using Google. So if you're worried about anyone tracking you, I think Google is the one to be worried about online.
And Google hits a lot more of the internet as Facebook does. If you go onto any blog site or a website, just every time you see at a sidebar banner ad, that's usually run through Google AdSense. So they track every photo you've taken, including metadata on where it was shot, if you've shot it on a smartphone, every window you've ever viewed or clicked on, every marketing topic that might interest you based on factors like age, gender, location, and web activity, every app you've ever searched for, installed, or launched, every YouTube video you've ever searched for and watched, and every email you've sent or received, even spam and deleted messages. Now, there's a plethora of other search terms Google uses in their algorithms, but it's just that more broader bubble just to hone in on you, unlike Facebook, which, what's the word I'm looking for, specifically asks you for your age, gender, birthday, interests, and we give our information to Facebook willingly, and they're just keeping all that for the sake of business advertising.
On the ends of business advertising, you know, we do ads as well. We've done Google, we've done LinkedIn, we've done Twitter ads, we've done all kinds of advertisements, and Facebook, it's a lot more spot on and extremely specific, as where Google, you're looking for online behaviors and search terms. However, Google is doing a lot of changes in the near future, and so we'll see what's coming out. If you're scared about being tracked by any of these companies, the one thing I would say is remove Facebook Messenger from your phone. That way it can't track your text messages, phone calls, or contacts. That's what I did personally, and now I check all my messages online, and that's the only time they can get my information. So I think that's about it.
I'd like to add one more thing, just
Alright.
as a for sense of mind. Removing your Facebook Messenger from your phone probably actually give you a lot more downtime to focus on other things you want. I know I've
seen that too.
Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, my SMS app, and Messenger. I just don't want to be bothered with all that, and to have peace of mind to not be tracked and removing Messenger on my phone. It's just a good feeling.
I think it's a good move for anyone, really, if they're worried about it, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for this week's Tech Talk. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, thank you very much for coming in on our show and checking us out. We will be here next week with all new topics, so hit subscribe, and we'll see you later. Thanks a lot.
Take care.